Good morning out there, everyone. I am Corinne Braxton, and I am coming to you live from Bozeman, Montana today. It is April 9th, 2024. This is a big day for Stamping Up. This is the last chance retirement sale that began today. So let me check while people are joining. Let me see if I can find myself on my iPad. Let's see what's here. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Good. Now we'll just wait for people to come on. Good morning, Levon. Good to see you. That was fast, Cindy. Good morning, Levon from Montana, Cindy from Colorado. Oh, that was a speedy entry this morning. Great. Hope you all are having a good day so far. I'm back in Montana. It's so funny. I went walking this morning after I ate breakfast, and I had to wear a hat and coat and gloves and my walking sticks, and I smashed my hair down. It's so funny because I was in Florida last week and I was hot there and would get sweaty and before a Facebook Live, and now I'm just the opposite. So it's like we came back like a week or two, a little bit too soon. Good morning, Jeannie, but it's very nice to be back with everyone. I have a lot going on in April. It's a really busy month because my incentive trip to Mexico is at the very end of April this year. It's a little bit earlier, about a month earlier than normal. So I have a lot of classes, and we have a brand new catalog, and we're getting things started and the sales going on. So it's busy. Yes, I'm back in my room. You can see the red baskets behind me. Okay, remember, I ordered several things this morning for customers and myself. Good morning, Carla from Wisconsin. And there are still lots of fabulous deals out there. But if you have not gotten refills, there still were a couple of refills this morning for the in colors that are retiring. So some of the things like embellishments and ribbons and gems, those prices are so reasonable. So take a look at that. Good morning, Munch from northern Montana. But anyway, all the things that are in colors that are retiring, any papers, cardstock, inks, all of those things, they'll go fast. So don't forget to order today. And so we have in 1 month, May 1st is when we have a brand new catalog that starts. Where did I put my catalog? Here it is. It's a very pretty catalog, really attractive cover. Everything I didn't understand what you're saying exactly, Jeannie. This is the new cover. It's beautiful. It's almost like it's embossed around the edges. It's almost like it's got heat embossing. It's beautiful, beautiful. Well, we can't open that, but we are going to be using some brand new paper today and some colors from the new catalog. So we're going to have a little bit of the old and a little bit of new today. So this is now the time that if you don't have something from this mini catalog, you want to be sure you get it now because some things are already gone. And it's while supplies last. The annual catalog is the same. There are a lot of things in this catalog that are on sale, retiring, very little is staying. In this catalog, there's really quite a bit that's staying. So, okay, let's get going. Oh, I just tore something off. I'm not sure what. Anyway, we're going to start. Okay, we're going to put the camera down. Oh, thank you, Stacy in Florida, for sharing. I always appreciate thumbs up, share, comment. I love reading your comments. Hearts, thank you for the hearts. And if you enjoy, pass this on and share it with your friends. And I will be putting all the directions up. It takes me about 5 minutes they're already typed up. So at the end, I get everything uploaded and put the directions on for you. And then you will have that. And it's a neat fun fold today, one I haven't done before. I've done it, but not on a video. So anyway, it's really a neat one, I think, and I think you're going to really enjoy it. So here we go. We're going to turn the camera down. Close your eyes. There's my host code for April. So if you're ordering with me, please put the host code in if you can. If you can't figure it out, that's all right too. This Friday, I have an all-day in-person stamp camp, and we're doing 11 cards altogether. And you can the class is full for in-person, but if you would like to take it as a class to go, I have probably 2 more supplies for 2 more things. So we're going to be doing the latte. We're going to do 5 cards with the latte, a little latte, the coffee cocoa set. And then we're going to do 6 cards with the Simply Zinnia. So if you are still interested in this, the class is $55. If I'm shipping it to you, we'll add on an extra 10. So that's a really neat. I'm going to show you one other, where there are more cards. I just don't have them out here. I didn't have all the room. So I'm going to set that over there. But today's lesson with the Simply an easy fun fold is this card that I made for the class. This is one of the Zinnia cards that we're going to be doing. It's a fun fold, and it opens like this, and it's got like a little booklet inside, and then like that. Isn't that neat? So we're going to make cards like this. They're really easy. It's an easy fun fold, but it has a different twist to it. So, and this is from the online exclusives, the Simply Zinnia. So you can get that today. Alrighty. I am using 2 sets of stamps today. Both of them are on the retiring list. They're 2 of my favorites, my absolute favorites. One is Hope and Prayer. This is one I'm going to keep. I just love this. It's just a super good for sympathy, or someone who's sick, or anyone you want to say they're in your prayers. That's one of that's what we're going to work on first. The second card is called we'll be using the Bold Bouquet, and this is probably my all-time. I have 2 favorites from the annual catalog: Artistically Inked and the Bold Bouquet, and I love the font for these. And great, these dies are still available. They're normally $28. They're $14 right now, so you can still get the stamp and the dies at a reduced price. And let's see, those dies are, don't order as the bundle. When they're on sale, don't order the bundle, order separately, you'll save money. So the dies are 161240. Good morning, Martina. So they're $14 instead of $28. So I'll have these numbers too later on. Okay, we're going to start with this one. Let me see if I've got some, I'll try this. I've got some translucent Post-it tape covering up for my lights. So that's what you're seeing right there from my glass mat. Oh, good morning. Martina said, good morning to all my friends, new and old. That's exactly right. That's what we're doing. We're doing some new stamps and some old stamps, and some new paper. So here's what we're going to do. For the first card, we're going to use this pretty new color called Pretty in Pink. And this is one of the brand new in colors. Now, if you've been with Stampin' Up! For a long time, if you've been buying things or been a demonstrator, you probably remember this color. It's been around for a while. I did not have it. I think I signed up in 2012, and it was a color then, but then it retired. So anyway, but it's a beautiful pink, and this is what we're going to be making. This is a good card, I think, for a sympathy, or, sorry, it's a little bit crooked there. Under his wings, you will find refuge, with that beautiful little dove. There's a dove again, with branch. You are in my prayers. Isn't that a pretty card? Just a beautiful pink. Now, this scallop contour is one that's going to be retiring. This one, I was just hoping and praying that it would not retire, but it is. And it's been in the catalog, I think, 3 years, and it's a beautiful one. It's normally $35 and now it's $24.50. So this is one that was still available this morning when I was ordering about 7 o'clock. So I don't know what the situation is now, but it's a great one. I bet most of you or many of you have this. It's called Scallop Contour Dies. Now, I don't think you need the stamp set at all. It does cut out those, but that's not what I always use. I use this a lot. I use all of these. So anyway, that's called Scallop Contours. It's now $24.50. Okay. Here we go with our card. Set that over there. Now my stamp pads are very juicy. So because they're brand new. So the first card that we're going to do is this one. And we're going to have a base. We're going to use the Pretty in Pink. It's 6 1/4, so it's like this. 6 1/4 by 5 1/2. 5 1/2 is the standard. And then I scored it at 4 1/4, like this. So you've got a little bit of a, or you could take a regular card and cut off, either way. So like that. That's our base. And then we're going to have an inside. This is the inside. Now that looks pretty big, doesn't it? The inside is 7 3/4 by 4 3/4. And I'm not sure what the half is, but this is the regular, the thinner whisper wipe that we use for stamping. So it's real easy to fold that and use a bone folder. You don't even have to measure. So that's what we're going to do. That's going to be our little card. And that's going to go right in here like that. So I'm going to take that out. My fingernails are, I've been back in Montana now about 5 days, and my skin has gotten so dry already. And my fingernails have all broken off. It's the craziest thing. Okay, then we're going to take some of this beautiful designer paper. Let me see if I can find, oh, here it is. This is the designer paper that we're using today. It's called Unbounded Beauty, and it has all of the new colors in it. All of the beauty. It's called Unbounded Beauty. Actually, it's a 12 by 12. I just cut it down into smaller sizes so you can see it better. There's one side. I'll just put it like this. There's another one. This would be the Peach Pie, and there, ooh, isn't that pretty? That's Summer Splash. This one. The flowers, and then this is the pink that we're using, the Pretty in Pink. Here's another one with the Summer Splash and the Petunia Pop. That's a pretty one, isn't it? This is very pretty. Like that. Again, like that. Ooh, we're using this one, this little motley looking one, and Peach Pie on the other side. So that's what we're using for both cards today. And so we have a piece that's going to go along the side. It's 2 inches by 5 1/2, the entire width. And then we're going to take a mat that's going to go across here, and this is 2 3/4 by 4, and that's Pretty in Pink. And then we're going to take a scallop piece, one of these, and this is what we're going to do our stamping on. Now, I at first I was going to do this. I stamped it on this really big piece, and you could do that. You could do it just like that, but it's a little bit big. And I think the smaller one it fits the card better. So let's put this together, and remember, all these directions will be on the video afterwards. So you can take a screenshot, either one. So you can do whichever you'd like. So we're going to put that right there, and I'm going to get my little silicone mat out. There we go, and I'm going to put this down like that. Anyway, I don't know if there's really a direction to this or not. I'm going to say there maybe is, and this is going to go right to the edge of my paper on both sides. Oops, right to the edge. There we go, just like that. And then this piece that was the inside, we're going to put that right there. Okay, so we're just going to, now you might want to stamp first, but I'm going to just do this to get it out of the way, and hopefully my stamping will be good enough. So I'm going to put it pretty close to that seam that I just don't want to have it next to it so it's too thick, but I want to have equal sides around here. Okay, let's see if we can get things straightened up here a little bit. There we go, and there's our card so far. We're going to give it a good bone folding. Let's see. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Elizabeth, Joan, all of you out there. So glad you can watch. Thank you for the thumbs up and sharing. I appreciate and the hearts. Thank you for doing that. Okay, now we're going to put this is going to go on right here like this. I'm just going, because it's going to, we're just going to put adhesive on part of it like that. We don't want it to, we want it to, just like that. There's the basic bones of our card like that. Now we can do our stamping. I'm going to move these out of the way. And I do put all my videos on YouTube, so that takes me about an hour afterwards. So if you're watching later in replay or something like that, make sure that you can always fast forward through the beginning things. Let me move this back a little bit. There we go. Okay. I'm going to open up my ink. Now, my ink is a little bit juicy, so I have to be a little bit careful. So we are using, again, we're using Hope and Prayer. Love that stamp. It is not on sale. It's still available this morning. And it's one that I think it's a good one to have in your stash to keep. It's a good one to collect. Okay, so I am going to bring in all my stamps. I've got all these mounted already. And we're going to do under his wings and the dove first. So I've got a limited amount of space here. Okay, and this is it's got a red rubber cling stamp, so we don't really need a piercing mat or anything for that. And I'm just going to put it right there. You'll be able to see better, I think, if I do that. Are they going to be offering that glass mat? We don't know. They have glass mats. They're going to be offering them. We have no idea when. As soon as I find out, I will let people know. There we go. And that's going to dry a little lighter. And here's my dove. Just like that. And now we're going to set that aside. We're on the inside. We're going to do, we're going to change this one up a little bit. We're going to put, oops, now all my stamps fell on the floor. I'm going to put a cross right there, like that. And then on the inside, I'm going to have to pick these up. It's interesting. I just don't have enough room to my sides. And now I'm going to put, on this one, I'm going to put You Are in My Prayers. Like that. And I am going to put that dove right there again. And on this one, I'm going to put, this is such a fun thing because there's a little design. We can put that on an envelope as well. I think that would be really nice. I don't know. We could maybe put that, let's see what's here. There, we've got that all stamped. Let's just do our envelope. We'll put a cross here on the corner. And we can put something like this little edging like that. Okay, so we got all of our stamping. Then we'll close up our pretty in pink. Isn't that a beautiful color of pink? This is what I wore today, was a pink shirt. So now we're going to put this on, and I'm going to, let's see, I'm not going to even use any dimensionals on this. I don't think it needs it because there's plenty of bulk in this card with the several layers. So I don't think we need that. Okay, here we go. We're going to put that on like this. I am really sad. That was the first thing I wanted to find out when the catalog came out, was this scalloped contour still available. And it's still available, it just is retiring. Okay, let's put some, I am dropping everything today. Now I have other things. The envelope fell on the floor. I'm going to put some of these iridescent pearls on. They come in 2 sizes. They're the large and the small. I always like it when Stampin' Up! Does that. It does large and small. And, you know, whenever you take your pick, you just pull off that putty and then you turn it. And that's what I just did. And we're going to put, we're going to put one right there. And then we're going to put a couple of smaller ones up toward the top, like that. I hope you'll try this card. It's really a fun design, I think. And now we're going to use a little Wink of Stella. Now, the Wink of Stella is still on back order. It's coming back in May. They've had shipping issues. I do have a few in my house, but a couple for sale in with my different adhesives that I sell. But I'm using it in Florida. When I was in Florida, I just did not have any extra ones at all. But isn't that pretty with that? You can see that that dove, how it sparkles. It's great. Okay, and there is our card. The first card is all done. Isn't that fast? It's a really super fast card, I think. And I'm going to give it it's just a little bit bulky right here on the corner. I'm just going to give it a good bone folding like this. You want to make sure it's good and tight, and I think that's going to be better now. There we go. Pretty card. Love it. Wouldn't this be pretty in all the different new colors? You're going to... Oh, I'm so glad you're going to case this card. A neighbor in Oregon just passed away. Yes. Well, I'm sorry about your loss of your friend, but it's a beautiful card to case, and with any paper for sure. I think it would be really a good one. Okay, so let's get those out of my way. And we're going to go on to our next card. The second card is going to take a little bit longer. It's not hard, but it's going to just involve a little bit more. So we'll move this out of the way. I'm going to put it back here behind me. And we're going to bring the next one in. And that's this one with the, you've seen me use this before, Bold Bouquet. Love it. I love this sentiment. This is another one, thinking about you, caring about you, wishing you strength and peace. That's a really good one for sympathy or get well. Thank you for blessing my life, for a fabulous friend, happy birthday, and really good flowers and stems and nice dies. My dies, where are my dies? They're all sort of in here. Some might have some on the other side. Okay, we're going to bring in our pieces. I'm going to need your help. Remember, those dies are $14 instead of $28, so don't buy the bundle. Buy them separately. So this is the 2 cards that I prepared, the same format. Tell me, which one do you like better? Which do you like better? Do you like the one with the Summer Splash green, this one? Well, they both have Summer Splash. And this one is more just of the Petunia Pop. We have to get used to all these names. So we've used this one, we've used that one, and now you have to help me decide what we're going to use next. So these are the pieces that I cut. I cut a strip, the same paper. It's called Unbounded Beauty. So this was the side I used before. We could use that one. We used this one before. We're not going to use that again. So we're going to use something different. We could use this one. Could use that one, or we could use that one. So I really like this one a lot. I think it's very pretty. So let's see what you want to use. You tell me which one. Now, this one is the Petunia Pop. This one is floral, and let's just call that one green, okay? So you tell me, I see Jean, thank you. Petunia Pop. What else do we have going on here? Who else has... And Janet said floral. Someone else said, Becky said floral. Oh, goodness, it's hard for me to keep track of all these. Thank you, though, for voting. Let's see if I can. Anne said floral. Diane said stripe. Okay, we've got 3 florals so far. Okay, our base is going to be 6 1/4, just like before, by 5 1/2. And there it is, scored at 4 1/4. Looks like that's a little bit rough right there. Anytime you have a little rough edge, you can take a fingernail file. I don't know, maybe I need to change my blade. That's probably, there we go. Okay, so this is our basic card. Now, I'm going to show you how it would look. We are definitely going to use this center. So we have this, we're going to use the Summer Splash, which is a pretty green, bluish green, aquamarine almost, 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then that's my DSP that's going to go on top like that. So we're going to do that right away. And because I want to this all has a little bit of green, that one does not, but you get the gist of it all. And we're going to put this together. So you're going to keep voting. Keep voting on what you want me to use. So we're going to definitely use the Summer Splash, and I'm going to put this on. That pretty, it's almost like a watercolor. It's got a little bit of green, bluish green, and that's going to go on there like that. So, okay, now you're going to tell me what you think. Diane says floral. Munch says floral. Jean says, Mary says floral. Anne says floral. Oh, we've got lots of florals going on. I think we're probably, this is, we're going to give it a good bone folding right there. And it could look like this. Like that. This is the floral one. Like that. And this is the green. I think that's too stark, maybe. So I don't think I've seen anyone voting for green, but I think it would be really pretty with that Summer Splash. I think, let's look at, we're going to see what else we have. Oh, Jeannie, yes, you're a demonstrator, so you got to pre-order. That's the best thing about being a demonstrator. If you are a demonstrator, we're going to use the floral one just because that got the most votes, and I can use these other pieces for something else. So we'll put that on. Yeah, the best thing about being a demonstrator always is the pre-order. I love pre-order, and then we get to swap. So my team does swaps, and I have one that people are signing up for now. If you want to if you're on my team, you can sign up to do a swap. We're just going to put it on like that, and then this is going to go on here, but I'm going to put my white on first. Okay, so my white is going to be for my inside. And the white card is 7 3/4 by 4 3/4. I'm going to fold it in half, just like before. I did not score it, which is sort of funny because I really like to score things. I like cards I like to do bases that are scored, but usually then you have a thick white. And that does not fold very well. Now the thick white is continuing. The vanilla thick has retired. So I'm not sure if that's still available or not. So we're going to put this on the inside right up to the seam. Now we're still going to have vanilla paper, but we just will not have the thick. And I'm not sure why. They probably just didn't sell enough. Is probably what they wanted to clear their shelves a little bit. I think I'm going to have to change my blade. But anyway, we'll make do by doing a little shaving with that paper. Like that. Okay, so we want to give it good bone folding. There we go. And then this is going to go on like that. And then we're going to have aren't these pretty colors? They're so fresh for spring. I'm hoping the leaves are going up, so that looks good, I think. And then we're going to put this on. You want to just put half of the adhesive on because this part is going to have no adhesive. And now we're going to do our stamping. I've got an envelope already made with that pretty paper, that pretty watercolor. Isn't that a nice shade? Very, very pretty, I think. Okay, we're going to put some flowers on now. So we're going to bring in some of this paper. I've got some paper here for stamping. And let's move this aside. And we're going to do, where is my little, there we go. I already have some things die cut for us, so you don't have to wait. And we're going to just do it this way. We've got some of these bigger, we've got some of these, and let me see once, what else did I have? I have some small ones. We're not going to stamp on our inside for a little bit because we want to make sure we get, I want to show you something. Do you see on this one, it peeks out a little bit? Do you see how you can see how I stamped it up too high? Thanks for blessing my life. Happy birthday, like that. I should have stamped it further down. So we're going to just wait until the end to do that stamping. And this one I did, thanks for blessing my life. Thinking of you, caring about you, wishing you strength and peace. Isn't that just a nice sentiment? So let's do we're going to have to use our piercing mat on these. And we probably are going to have to adjust our inks because they're pretty wet. And and if they're too wet, then the colors will blur. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna try this. So especially on this Petunia Pop. Where did I put my spoon now? I just had it. Here it is. Okay, so I'll show you what it looks like when I stamp. When I stamp the flower on that straight, like that, this is what it looks like. It's pretty dark. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move that ink. I'm going to move it down this way, all to the left. Just move it like that. And now I can stamp right where I moved it. And let's see how that looks. It's a little bit better. Do you see how it's much more distinct? Now, I think that's much better for that. So we're going to do this sort of the backwards way. You would not do that when you're stamping at home, but I didn't want to have to die cut while we're, it's easy enough to do this with, look what I just did. Just tipped right over into the ink. So we're going to have to, oh, goodness gracious. So I'm going to put this is going to go like that. We only need one of those. So we'll do one of those. We don't need those two. We're going to have to probably change that other piece. I'm not sure about that. We might do that. Okay, now we're going to do our pink ones. We're going to do the same thing with, I'm going to set that aside. It's going to dry a little lighter. But do you see how that is much more, that's so much prettier this way after I've taken off some of the ink. And then, of course, you can take your ink and move it backwards. I always keep a couple plastic spoons in my tray. That's for re-inking things and also for when I do this. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the pretty in pink because I'm going to move it to the left. Just move it to the left for now. And now I'm going to stamp with my little, there it is. I'm going to do two of these. Just like that. And whoop, I'm looking at this little ridge right there. Do you see how it's sort of little scallopy ridge? And that's what I'm going to, there we go. And I'm going to do the same thing right here on this one. Just like, whoops, there we go. And there is that. So we don't need any more of the pretty in pink. We're still going to use the other one. So I'm going to keep that one open. We're going to, and then if you wanted to do your leaves, you would do the same thing with your leaves. Let's do our words and then I can get rid of that ink and close it up. So put that right there. And what are we going to do with that? Let's see. We're going to put this. We're going going to do thank you for blessing my life. Thank you for blessing my life and my... I think we're going to do a happy birthday. I think we're going to do happy birthday first. Oop, sort of messed that one, but I'm going to have to, what am I going to do with that? I think I can fix that one. Thank you for blessing, thank you for, I better sit down for this. There we go. That's better. Now, let me see if I have something. I bet I do here. Have a piece of something I can, I have, you should see my floor. My floor is just a mess. Everything is falling on the floor. It's, oh goodness gracious. Hey, Jolene from Minnesota. Let's see if I can fix this one by, I think I can do that. Yep, we'll do that. We'll do happy birthday right there. This card has lots of little creative mistakes, and then we're going to be changing it. So, okay. Hopefully, you might want to do your stamping first. Okay, so I'm going to put this one now. Right. Isn't this Petunia Pop a pretty color? I wasn't sure if I liked the colors when I first saw them, when they came out online. Whoop, I should move it down a little bit. But they're gorgeous in person, just as pretty as can be. I think you're really going to like them. They're very fresh. You know, last year's colors are very muted. These are the ones that we still have that are continuing on for the second year. They're very more of desert colors like this. Love them. Love all of them, actually. Hope they won't stay forever, but I wish they would. They're beautiful. And so this range of colors are just real fresh looking. So there is our card. Now, what are we going to do with this? Let me see once here. I think what I'll do is have to cut a new piece. And let's see once. We're going to have to do our Summer Splash. We've got that one, and our DSP is 2.5. I think I'm going to just recut that and put it on top. That's what I'll do. And luckily I have a piece right here, so that should work. 3.5. We'll do 2.5 right there. And save that little piece. And 3.5. What was that? That was 2.5. Now we're going to do 3.5. Oh, I can't believe I had that fell right over on the, right into the ink pad. And I have an extra green one, Summer Splash. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to cover it up like that. Oh, do you see how I almost, I think it's not going to work because that, anyway, we're going to just pretend it's going to work. So that's just the way it is. Let's see, what Anne said, I would leave it as it is and make it an intentional mistake. Okay, well, now I've gone this far, so we're going to just do it. And I'm just going to put it right over there, like, well, let's see if I can lift it up. Oh, I think I can lift it up and tear it off. Let's see I'll just do a little huffing on there, breathing. You can take your breath, and that'll lift that adhesive. Just like that. Now there's a little bit of ink right there, but I'm not going to worry about that. That is the least of our problems today. Goodness sakes. Oops-a-days. Now this is all sticking to that. And there we go. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to cover that. Maybe. That's going to look a little strange if it's over so far, but maybe we can put it down like that. I think we'll do that. That'll sort of work, okay? It's not the best in the world by any means, but it is what it is. So, okay. I think we're not going to stamp the green, the leaves. I have some already stamped. So I think we'll just use those so we don't take up any more time. And let's see how we're going to do this. We're going to arrange 2 smaller ones in the background. So I'm going to put 2 small flowers down. We're going to use 3 flowers total. So we're going to put, you know, the fresh freesia I think would have been really pretty with this too. Okay, and then we're going to put one of the petunias right there. We're going to put some dimensionals. I've got one of these dimensionals from my little dish. And there we go. Put it on like that. And now we're going to add a couple of our pieces of greenery. I think just sort of pops it up and makes it. I'm going to just lift that up a little bit, tuck it in there. I'm going to just tuck it. That adhesive is pretty strong. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of this one and tuck it in right down here. And there we have it. And there is our card. It's off. It's a little bit too close to this edge, but then it covers that up. So happy birthday. Thanks for blessing my life. And let's put some brand new gems on. My chair is rolling over things on the floor. It's really funny. Here. Okay, this is some new in color resin dots. They're 2024 to 26 resin dots. And they're flat and nice with 2 sizes. So we're going to put a couple of these on. I think we're going to put, I think we'll use the pretty in pink. Right here, we'll use a big one for the center of our flower right down there at the bottom. I like those little, like the little stamens or whatever they are. We're going to put that like that. And we're going to put this one like that. This little Petunia Pop. Petunia Pop. There we go. And I think that's 3. So that will do it. And there is our card. I like that paper. I think it's really pretty. Good choice, ladies. And there are the 3 cards. So those are the 3. I definitely like these 2 better than the one with the green. There's just, I think it's a little more, this one's just a little bit better. So now, I don't know what happened to my envelope. Here it is. And this is the envelope that works with any of these. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you sharing and ordering from me, commenting. I love going back at night and reading the comments. Thank you for sharing with us, too. I appreciate you sharing, Stacy. That's so great. How are things in Florida? Okay, there are cards for today. And let's see, where did I do with the other one that we made? So this is the other one, the Under His Wings. Luckily, we started with that. And we didn't have too many problems. We did have a few little issues there, but they worked out okay. It's just not real balanced. But anyway, so remember, those are the cards, and if you are interested in ordering any of these, remember the bold bouquet stamps are still available at regular price, but these, the dies that go with it are, I don't know what that percentage is, that's 161240. They are normally $28, and you can get them for $14 right now. So you can go online and order those. The other set we use, Hope and Prayer, that's either it's a $19 or a $20 set. Let's find it in the catalog. Both of these are in the catalog. So let's see. The Hope and Prayer, it's $19. It's a beautiful set, for sure. It's one that I want to hold on to. This one is up here. It's another beautiful religious set. Trust in the Lord. Give thanks. Let the Lord bless you. And that one is continuing into the next catalog. So that's a good one to have also. Love that stamp. The other one that we worked on today, the Bold Bouquet, is on page 99. And that bundle price is $43. But don't buy the bundle because it will be more expensive. The stamps are $20, the dies are $14, so $34. You'd be saving $10. So that's a great set. Okay, let's turn the camera back up. Oh, Jolene said, yeah, so glad Pretty in Pink is back. Me too. I think it's a beautiful color for sure. Pretty color. And I like that softer pale. We still have Petal Pink, which is more of a peachy pink. Let's see if I can see the comments here. I've got things spread out all over and things are spilled all over too. Let's see if I can see some of your comments. Thank you very much. I'm so glad you like the cards. Thank you, Phyllis. You like the floral. Thanks, Stacy. Yes. Okay. Great. Oh, thank you very much, ladies. I appreciate it. So that's it for today. I was pretty fast in spite of all those. Just think of how fast it would have been if I hadn't made all those creative changes in that one card. Okay, that's it, ladies. And I will plan to see you next week. Thank you, Anne. I appreciate that. I have lots of doctor's appointments. I cannot tell you how many doctor's appointments I've already had in the last 4 days. And I have physical therapy that I'm still doing for my back and my leg. And I've had nerve conduction tests and all that, and that's not been very good. My nerves have not come back very well in my leg and my foot. So now tomorrow I see my surgeon again. This afternoon I have PT, so I have a full schedule of people that I'm working on my body. So that's just sort of the way it is. So, and then we have a class on Friday. So if anyone is still interested in the kit to go, to ship, or to pick up, let me know. It's $55 plus $10 for shipping. So the class in person is full. So let me know if anyone is interested in that. Alrighty, everyone. I'll see you next Tuesday. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. Bye.